Hey, this is Jamey from Stonemaier Games, and today, somewhat belatedly, I'm going to talk about my favorite mechanisms in the Magic the Gathering drafting set called Mystery Booster. This is something that came out during the pandemic, and I just recently got the draft packs that I bought a while ago to the table and had a blast. It was a really, really interesting draft. The core idea behind this set is that Magic pulled almost 18, I think it's 1,800 cards from past sets together into one new draft set to create kind of an outlandish experience in the game. So normally with a draft set, there's maybe 300 cards available in the entire set. 1,800 is so many more cards than that. And they pulled from so many different places. And so there really isn't like a core common mechanism that I can talk about. Usually I talk about new keywords or things like that introduced in a new set. However, I think the reason that I really, really enjoyed this set is that they used nostalgia as a mechanism in a really interesting way. So across the set, there's just a ton of cards from Magic's past. You might recognize some of these cards if you're familiar with Magic. Here's one from Kamigawa. They're just all over the place from different sets, different eras, different planes, different times. And so if you play Magic for a long time, it I don't know, it felt I don't know exactly how to feel, but it felt like all of Magic was combined into one place as I was playing this draft. And there were things, there was almost a sense of, this card doesn't belong here. This is so outdated. And I'll give some examples of this. This is a Fireball. Fireball is essentially deemed too powerful, I think, to even be in a draft these days. But I saw this come up and I was like, I wasn't drafting red at the time, but I switched to red for this card. This is a card that says that it deals X damage to target creature or player. It is super, super powerful. I never actually played it in any of the games that I had, but super, super powerful. Actually, no, I played it for one. But it's just so good. This is a super good card. And you can see from the frame that they used the old frame on the card. They really leaned into the nostalgia of this card. And they said, yeah, sure, we don't make the cards like this anymore, but this is a set where we can do this. And we can let you experience what you may have felt like when you were playing Magic as a kid. And they did that. And they even put the date on this. This is a card from 1996, this card. They also have cards like this. Very old frames, this old gold frame. This is Yavimaya Embrace. You control enchanted creature. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has trample. Just this really, really old card frame, old look, old school mechanism. But so the reason I want to talk about this today from a game design perspective a little bit is that if you have a game that you support for a really, really long time, and you have a variety of different sets come out, and you update the card frames, the mechanisms, the keywords over time, that I think every now and then it's worth leaning into the nostalgia of what you've built and all these people who have followed your game for a long, long time. And I think Magic has done this really well. I don't know if they could have ever planned for this to do that, but they did it. I mean, it's been around for so long. It doesn't work with any Stonemaier game, really, unfortunately. But even though some of our games have been along for a long time, we don't really have this sense of Magic of like really going hard into a certain set and then stop doing anything with that set and do something new. But if you have that system in your game, or you build around that system, someday I would look back and lean into that nostalgia and let players experience that, because I think that felt, for me, really, really good and really fun when I was playing through the Mystery Booster draft. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it, if what it made you feel or you think if you played a Mystery Booster draft, and any games that you've had that had that sense of nostalgia, where the game really leaned into that sense of nostalgia and the history of that game. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks.